So this is Lisa's Crafts. Welcome to my channel. Yeah, and it's Monday, and what I'm going to be working on this week is pretty much stuff that I'm going to crochet up for my mud room, and I'm going to be using this. Now this was a project that I did like I think in 7th or 6th grade. But it was really sad because it was just burlap with a unicorn head, like that was right here, and that said believe. I got this from my mom just recently. I guess she was cleaning out her garage and found a bin of mine and my sister's things. Anywho's, so she's like, I stopped over there, and she's a typical mom, you know, gotta give you stuff that you sometimes don't need or want. Or my son picked it up, I'm not sure, but anyways, doesn't matter. So I went and tore off all the burlap and the ugliness, and I think I failed that project. I think like I got like a really low grade. I don't remember. I'm just pulling the glue off of it. There's like glue on it. Anyways, I was thinking of doing like bark or something. You know, crochet some yarn and make it look like bark. And I was thinking about putting either flowers or mushroom or something. Probably flowers. That's what I was thinking about doing. Crocheting over the top of it, and then I don't know, I'm putting something on it. I'll figure it out. I'll figure out as we go. This glue is really driving me nuts on top of here. I guess it was glued together with hot glue, I guess. I don't even know. I think it was hot glue. I don't even, I remember it, but I don't remember making it. Isn't that weird? But I know it was mine because my sister wasn't into unicorns. I was into a lot of stuff that other kids weren't. But anyway, I bought 2 things for this mud room. And one was a coat rack. So we got all our coats and shoes, and it has a shoe rack on it. It's got a couple drawers, which is kind of neat. And it's got a space above it for like mittens and stuff, hats, whatever. It also has another spot on top too yet that you can put stuff. But anyway, this room does not have curtains yet, and half my house does not have curtains yet. Just so you know. I've only been living here for about 6 months now. Yeah, well, less than that really. About It's probably more like, well, I moved here in June, so it's more like 5. But anyway, I have material for the curtains out there, which I've decided that that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, so I'm upcycling some stuff, but I threw the burlap away and what was on it. It was just glued onto it. It wasn't spectacular. It just reminds me of a time that I was really down on myself, and I shouldn't have been, but I was. Okie dokie, now I'm happier with it. Anyway, so I'm thinking about doing that with this, is crocheting something up for it, and like hanging it on the wall up there. We'll probably give it a something for it to hang off of, like a string or something. Not sure yet. Or we'll do something. We'll figure it out. So that's what I'm gonna do with this. And like this, like I said, this glue on here is like driving me nuts. All right, we're gonna put that down. Put that aside. Okay. And I did some monsters uh, last year. I think it was last year. Might have been the year before that. Um, I've decided that I'm going to like maybe put them out there. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. I do have two of them done and they're sitting on my shelf. And yeah, they're Bob and Brian. Brian and Bob are over there. Okay. So, but I want to make some mushroom guys that I want to put out there. Oops, sorry, it's shiny. Okay, there. I want to put them out there, and I've decided that one of the mushroom guys I'm going to be making is going to be riding a snail, but I'm thinking about making the snail pink. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make some arms. And what's neat about this book is that they actually have they actually have saddles for these snails. But these saddles I can like put on my horses as well, so it'd be kind of cool. So I thought about it, and now I'm all excited about it. But anyway, this room is like really plain since I also put a bin in there that I store all my cat food and cat food things. See, I have house cats and I have outdoor cats. My outdoor cats only need food, but my indoor cats need, well, don't worry, my outdoor cats have shelter. I took care of that. I got them some straw from the barn, and these cats are wild. They're one we can't even touch. I mean, he'll come when I feed him, but I can't touch him at all. The other one I can sometimes. I can touch her sometimes. It depends on her mood. Okay, if I disturb her house, that's what we call this building, her house. If I disturb her house, she gets upset with me and won't let me pet her at all. But anyways, I put the feed in there, and then for the litter boxes, I have, I use natural stuff. So I have like, I think it's pine, little pine things, or it's corn or something. Anyway, it's not bad. I use that. I like that sort of thing because I don't find it all over the house. So I only find it there by the litter boxes, so it's not too bad. Easy to sweep up. And their litter boxes are in the basement, so great spot for that. But I put all their things into this bench now. I wanted a bench out there so we could sit down and take off our shoes. Because during the winter, I don't want to drag all that stuff in the house. And eventually, I would like to get farm animals. And if you know anything about farm animals, they're messy. And I don't want that dragged into the interior of my house. So I kind of want to, I want a place to take off, like boots and stuff. And my boss, who's a great boss, they would use buckets, and I'm like, I don't want buckets. I want I want a place to sit. So that's what I did. Instead of using a bucket to sit on, we're going to use a bench. And now that I got all this stuff put away, shoes and boots and bins, and we have a bin for the recyclables out there. That's where we keep the recyclables. But usually we have a company that comes and gets our trash and our recyclables. I just have to empty our bin, which I probably will do later today. But this room is now like empty. My mom even gave us a plant to put in. It's an outdoor plant when it's in the summer, but it's wintertime. It's becoming wintertime now. It's late fall, almost winter. So this plant would not be happy outside. So she gave it to us. We now have it in our mudroom / back deck. I often call it the back deck. So if I refer to it as that, it's a mudroom. It is enclosed. So now this room is like kind of technically well, it's not 4 walls of emptiness, it's 3 walls of emptiness, because one of the walls already has gauges on it from weather gauges and stuff that I prefer to have up, because then I know if it's going to rain or anything, or what the temperature is, sort of, kind of. So it's got a barometer temperature, and then it's got another one yet. So I have those gauges up there on that wall. But now I have no curtains on the walls yet. I mean, on the windows, I have no curtains up yet. I have to make those. I know I'm babbling here. And I have a shelf I want to put up out there. And I have a painting that we had in our living room that I don't want in this living room. And I thought it would be nice for it to be out there, because it decorates the wall. But what I want to do is make some stuff for out there, and because it's somewhere I can decorate. And I thought it would be kind of cute. I mean, kind of cute to have these things out there and not have it so, well, peachy. That's the color of it. It's peach. But I'm happy with the color. I have no problem with the color, and that doesn't bother me. What bothers me is that the walls are empty, and my mom was right. That these walls are totally empty. So anyway, I want to put some mushrooms out there and some snails, and I have a pattern for toads that I'm probably gonna put out there as well. I thought that would be kind of neat too. And maybe I'll make my monster totem pole. I'll actually finish it. Like I said, I do have 2 monsters that are done. They're sitting on the shelf, and I'm sure you saw them in some of the other videos. It just depends on where I sit in here. I'm trying to keep my living room organized. Eventually, I'm probably going to build myself a yarn studio eventually. But right now, the living room is fine. But like, I was going to get back to what I wanted to do. I want to make a crocheted mushroom guy with a snail, maybe a couple of them, and put them out there. I thought that was kind of neat. I also have my all my stitch markers up, which I made. I made these stitch markers. I crocheted the round, the round is crocheted by me, so I put them up there. I also have some mittens up there, some really, really lovely wool mittens. I have the fingerless gloves up there. I also have a few other things. You'll have to go check it out. Some of my chickens are up there. I still have 2 more sets of chickens to put up. I may or may not get that done this week. We may have another video of doing the stitch markers that I'm putting together myself, and I thought they were kind of cute. Yeah, so pretty much I'm going to work on that room this week. So I'm going to let you go. And I will see you Tuesday with a crochet with me, and we'll see how far I get on the mushroom guys and on the snails and toads that I will be making in the near future, and the project down there that I want to make look like bark or whatever. So, yep, I'm going to let you go. Talk to you later.